Hello, and welcome to Wrestling POV Podcast. I'm not done. Here is your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Guties.
Hola.
And they call him the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third.
Hey, people!
And the intern, he is a short little muppet, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Excuse me, Mr. Tony, did you just call me the M-word?
That is not Mr. Tony.
He
This
called
is
you the
Dracula.
Muppet.
That is so wrong, Mr. Who is this man? He needs to be fired
Enough,
right now.
Miguel.
Oh.
Now, on to the show.
Well, here's your headline.
Well, that was a little creepy. Sorry, Miguel. I just hired him just to do this part, and he got a little bit carried away. So,
Yes,
my bad.
yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tony. I appreciate that.
All right. So, this is a special Halloween edition of Wrestling POV. Yay! We got, excuse me, we have Mimi Guties round 4 and final round. So, this is going to be the final round. You're going to figure out who's going to win today. So, my bad. All right, so now on to the show. We got anything going on before we go with news, rumors, injury? No? All right, well, hey, then let's get on with the show with the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and like always, before we get into that, let's go over some birthdays. Yahoo! All right, this week, Christy Hemme, former WWE wrestler, women's wrestler. Was she really a wrestler? I don't know. Also on TNA, she did some commentary.
Yeah.
She turns 36 years old.
Nice.
All right. Speaking of the real deal, you're talking about the real deal now. D'Lo Brown turns 46 years old.
Wow, no kidding. I didn't think he was that old, to be honest.
I didn't think he was that young.
Young?
For me.
Really?
I feel like he was. Yeah, I feel like he was getting closer to 50 than he is 45. I don't know.
Oh, wow. All right.
Who, me? Yeah, you, D'Lo.
That's right.
Rosa Mendez turns 37 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so she's never getting back in the ring, is she?
I don't think so. They'll probably use her in a different capacity, I'm assuming.
Well, Taka Michinoku. We hear his name every week. He turns 43 years old.
Well, yeah, that's about right.
You didn't like Taka?
Not really, no. I mean, I was... I don't know. No, I wasn't.
Taka was the
There.
better wrestler out of him and Funaki.
I think I disagree with you on that. I think Funaki was the better wrestler.
All right, indeed. Speaking of giraffes, Carmella
Oh,
turns 29 years old.
happy birthday!
Really? I thought she was younger than that.
I did too, yeah. But
Excuse me, 29 is a mighty fine age, all right, people? Let's get this straight. 29 is not old.
In wrestling years, it is.
yes, it is. It is. But either way, happy birthday, Scoop Neck. Got her. All right.
Pedro Morales, Puerto Rican hero, turns 74 years young.
Wow.
Ah, you gotta speak up.
Sacabo. And the last but not least, the best birthday in the world.
Uh-oh.
CM Punk turns 38 years old. The hate is strong in this one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
CM
is.
Punk, one more run.
How old? 37?
38.
38?
He's done. All right, next.
Dang. Feel the animosity.
All right, now it's time for the wrestling news from around the world. And our first bit of news is actually sad news. Gene Gagne, a.k.a. Frenchie Martin, has passed away at the age of 66. The cause of death is unknown, but you know a lot about him, right? I know that he was Dino Bravo's manager.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about him. He was a manager when I was, started watching wrestling at a young age. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I really didn't care for him. He really didn't stand out to me, because, I mean, you think about it, back in the day, too, you had, Lou Albano, you had the Grand Wizard, you had Classy Freddie Blassie, and, it was and as far as manager goes, it was a huge competition, and if you didn't stand out, you didn't really mean anything. And, again, it's like I said, I'm not meaning no disrespect. He just didn't do anything for me. I didn't really care for him, so to speak. So.
Well, thoughts and prayers out to his family, of course.
Yes.
Our second bit of news, also kind of sad. Balls Mahoney and Axel Ryan both passed away recently, and they both suffered from CTE, which is the brain damage caused by concussions. So,
really?
What do you guys think about that? Like, is this something major that we're going to see in years to come?
Well, I mean, they did look at, they are looking at Chris Nowinski. Did you remember him? He was, I think, a Tough Enough runner-up, I think. Yep. And he got into, they still signed him into a contract, and then when he started seeing the severity of these head injuries, he got out of wrestling to look more into it and to talk about it. So, I mean, I think he has a huge impact in it. I'm pretty sure, actually, Chyna's brain was donated, too, to see if she had, or it was, I don't know how I'm not no scientist or whatever, so I don't know. But I know they wanted to see her brain just to see, like, if the symptoms were the same, I guess. And going back a little bit further, they were saying that they were requesting for Chris Benoit's brain too, to see if maybe that had any kind of cause to what he's done. Unfortunate, but I don't know. I mean, they in wrestling, well, not in wrestling in general, but at WWE. If you notice, they kind of stop with the chair shots, to the head, especially. If they use the chair, it's always to the back of the back, or the side, or whatever, how they use it, but they never hit the head anymore. So it looks like they are taking it serious. So we'll see where they go.
And my last bit of news, again, more sad news. Dot Billington, wife of the Dynamite Kid, has started a GoFundMe page for her husband, as he has been in a care home for the last 13 months due to recent strokes and health issues. They want him home, but they can't afford the full-time care that he needs.
Yeah, I saw that. Dynamite Kid, there's a video out there, too, that he, I guess, remember Tiger Mask? I don't know if you remember him.
Yes.
Tiger Mask, unmasked. Mind you, they had a really awesome match back in the day, and it was like a little video to try to get the Dynamite Kid to, at least functioning, I guess you want to say.
Yeah.
And it was just so sad. You got to look for it. I don't know if it's out on YouTube, but it was very sad to see that. I grew up watching Dynamite Kid, and one of my favorites as a kid was Tiger Mask, and to hear Tiger Mask saying in the video, "Come on, buddy, wake up. Talk to me. I'm here," and did this and that. And you saw the Dynamite Kid kind of look, as if, oh, wait a minute, I know you. It was just very, very sad. But look it up. Look it up. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. But I think if you type in, like, Tiger Mask, unmask, I guess, talking with Dynamite Kid, I don't know. But I know it's out there because I seen it. And it was very sad. So. All right, we're going to go straight on to the rumors. I got some really good ones here. Really good ones. Stu Bennett, a.k.a. Wade Barrett, he might make a return to the WWE. Nothing's really confirmed. The WWE officials may have reached out to him for a potential return. The details are not clear, though. They're very unclear. So obviously, as soon as we know, we'll report it. Barrett may be back on either a full-time or part-time basis if he is interested. And I think they're probably going to leave that up to him. So more than likely, he'll probably end up in SmackDown, I think. So I don't know. I mean, is anybody excited to, if he comes back? I mean,
I would like to see him back, but I'm afraid, of course, we got news.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what kind of deal they reach. Who knows? Maybe it'll come and he'll be happy. So, all right. So now, Diamond Dallas's Paige. Wait a minute. How do you say that?
Diamond Dallas.
Diamond Dallas Page's daughter, Brittany Page, is rumored to start a women's wrestling league.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes. Now check this out. As of today, the rumor has come to rest. Because it is going to happen. Brittany was seen at an airport and publicly stated that this is happening. She is partnering with, check this out, Brooke Hogan, which is Hulk Hogan's daughter. I know, I said the same thing. Rick made a funny face, but I did the same face. But wait till you hear the rest. Lacey Von Erich,
Okay.
which is, I think, Kevin Von Erich's daughter or Kerry Von Erich's. One of the Von Erich's
One of
daughter.
them.
Ariel Toombs, do you know who that is?
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper's daughter. And Bianca Van Dam. Who do you think that she is?
Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam? No. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme's daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say, Claude
Yes.
Van Damme's daughter, yeah.
And you mentioned Krusty. Oh, man.
Krusty Christie.
Yeah, Krusty Christie. You mentioned Christy Hemme earlier today. She is also involved and going to be in the creative aspect of this women's wrestling. So I'm really looking forward to it. Brittany was also asked, will you do your dad's finisher? Her response was, it's in my blood. So that'll be cool to see. And if you don't know who she is, look her up. Brittany Page. She kind of looks like WWE's Paige.
Mm-hmm. She does.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Now that's giving me inspiration to continue doing my DDP
yoga. There you go. You can get in the ring. Step in there, girl.
Yeah. Midget wrestling. Here we go.
Oh, man. And there they were. They just walked out. So now here it is. I don't know how big this is. I don't know how I feel about this. But it appears that TBS, Turner Broadcasting System, is getting back into the wrestling biz.
Yes, I heard this.
This is crazy. Apparently, they're working out a deal with Lucha Underground.
Lucha.
Now, as of today, because I had to do more research before the show, it is about 80% done. So it's more than likely going to be done.
That's good.
Now, check this out. I found out the starting date and all this other stuff. Starting December 10th, 2016, it will be on TNT series every Saturday at 10:40 p.m.
That's not a bad slot.
It's not a bad slot. There's only one problem. It's out in Germany only. I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't know. It might be a trial run, I'm assuming. I don't know. But, yeah, only in Germany right now. So I'm assuming they're just going to try it out, see how many viewers they're going to get, I'm assuming. I don't know. But I just, when I read it, I was like, oh, great. This is awesome. But only in Germany.
Yo no sé.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, Guten Tags. So, all right, that's all I got for injury. What do you got for the injury, Rick?
All right, the injuries. As you guys saw, our third wheel face yesterday.
Yep.
Austin Aries was super kicked by Nakamura at an NXT Live event, and he needed stitches. That eye was so gruesome. It was disgusting. But he should be fine. I mean, it was just a couple of stitches. He should be fine. Also, Becky Lynch missed the last couple of weeks. She had something removed, and that's exactly what she told reporters. Something removed.
Something?
I don't know. She just said she had something removed.
We do got a female here. Do you know what that something could be?
It could be anything. It could be a mole. It could be.
Well, why wouldn't she say it? I got a skin tag removed. I mean, I don't know.
Well, because maybe she didn't want. It's her private. It's her privacy. It's nobody's business.
Wow. Well. My goodness gracious.
Well, she's back. Whatever it wasn't important.
No, it was not.
The stitches needed just to heal, and that was it.
All right. Yeah. Hey, shut us up there. Jesus, my goodness. All right, so now we're going to go on to round number 4 of Mimi Guties Fantasy Women's Bracket, the final 4, which is Medusa, Sasha, Wendy Richter, and Molly Holly. So, first matchup, Mimi, who do you got?
Medusa versus Sasha Banks.
Wow. This was a really tough bracket, I'm going to tell you. We got a little bit of a surprise, though, after we do this bracket. But my pick on this one, I thought about it all week. I have to go with the toughness, the badassery, if that's even a word. I have to go with Medusa on this one over Sasha.
Medusa.
Yes, Medusa over Sasha.
I was thinking about this hard. It was all week I've been thinking about this. This matchup is definitely a seriously tough one. And my pick has nothing to do with this person liking our statuses about this bracket. Has nothing to do with that at all.
Okay.
Except Medusa has liked our statuses about this Final Four. So I believe Medusa will wipe the floor with Sasha Banks.
Dang. So Medusa in the final round.
That was my pick, too. That was definitely my pick because she's still a badass to this day.
Yeah.
She drives monster trucks, people.
Yeah, she drives a monster truck.
But
called Medusa.
I can drive a monster truck.
No.
Yes, I could.
Are you kidding me? You're 4'2". That thing will drive. that thing will throw you all over the place, man.
Anywho, second match.
She made it to the finals.
Wendy Richter versus Molly Holly.
Rick, you go first.
Yeah. Survey says this is a tough matchup. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't want to drag it out. I'm just going to rip it off like a Band-Aid. Wendy Richter!
Wow. All right. My pick. This was a hard one to decide. So what I ended up doing, I went back to the archives. I looked at Molly Holly's matches. I looked at Wendy Richter's matches, and it still made it a little bit that much difficult. But as far as stamina and toughness went, I saw that all in Molly Holly. So my pick is Molly Holly.
Wow.
Yes, Molly Holly. All right, so Mimi, you got the final one on this one, the final decision.
This was a doozy.
Yes.
And I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I went to the archives, and I have to agree with Tony. I mean, Molly Holly does have the stamina, and she was just, she's freaking great in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's an awesome wrestler. And I'm going to go with Molly Holly.
Whoa, Molly Holly advances.
Molly Holly, man.
Molly
That's
Holly.
A trooper right there.
She is a trooper.
She is.
She is a trooper. Now, the final round, the finals, Medusa versus Molly Holly. This one, this even makes it more harder. Yeah. And you know what? Watching the Table for Three, the respect that they have for each other, just watching them two, they never fought. Oh, no, I think they did. I might be mistaken.
Wasn't she trained by Medusa?
I have no idea. We might have to look that up. But she might. I remember during that Table for Three, I think she was mentioning something to Molly, or maybe it could have been a memory. I'm not sure, but I don't think they ever fought. But I think they did fought. They might have fought. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to look it up. But either way, We have to decide right now, so we can't look at any of the matches. It's the final round. My pick in this round, oh man, and again,
I'm going to say this. I'm going to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Medusa did train Molly Holly.
She did train her.
Yes.
Wow, so that's interesting. We got ourselves a Brian Kendrick and T.J. Perkins matchup then.
Yes.
Wow. Oh man, this is a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Medusa, and it has nothing to do with, like what you said, Rick. It has nothing to do with just the fact that she liked our stuff. So yeah, I'm going with Medusa. My pick's Medusa. All right, Rick, go ahead. Who you got?
And I know I picked Wendy Richter to beat Molly Holly. However, in this matchup, teacher versus student, and I just looked it up real quick, and I'm just looking at Molly Holly, and I've seen all her accomplishments. I'm going to put the ball in Mimi's court, and I'm going to pick Molly Holly.
All right, Mimi, it's your pick.
It is my pick. I watched the fight because the fight was in 2008, and I do love. I love the fight. You know what I mean? I mean, they were freaking fabulous.
Yep.
They had and then they fought again with the evening gown stupid things. Well, that was stupid. But anyway, but they made it into a real match.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like them both very, very much, but I am such a Medusa fan.
Uh-oh.
And Medusa is going to advance, and she is the winner of our tournament.
Medusa wins.
Oh my God. She broke her in half.
You know what? Medusa
wow.
wins.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean,
great
she's
matchup.
still brick house.
She is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, the table of three match thing that we was watching.
Yeah, table for three.
You look at Medusa, she is so still fit and brick. You know what I mean? That if they was to say, come on, let's fight right now, I think she would kick Molly Holly's ass.
They'd make it a match, I tell you that much. They would definitely make it a match.
Definitely. I mean, Molly Holly will give her competition, but she would still get her ass kicked.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
And honestly,
yeah.
When I first looked at this bracket, I was saying Medusa is going to go to the finals. I always said my matchup from the beginning was Medusa versus Wendy Richter. I thought that was going to be the finals.
Yeah. It could very well have been.
Yeah.
It very could.
Medusa
it was hard.
definitely deserves to win this bracket.
Yeah, God, yeah. Hell yeah. So if you agree or disagree, oh, well, it's too late. So, so now, Mimi has her champion in Medusa. I have my champion in Steve Austin, if you guys listen to previous episodes. And Riggs' champion is Kurt Angle. So pretty much almost all old school champions we got. But again, these brackets were very, very difficult. And I'm going to make a little of an announcement as soon as we're done here. But we're going to go play a game that we played before. It was push one, keep one, send one to NXT, and fire one. Now, the participants are our champions. So, Rick, what do you got? Now, mind you, we're talking Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, and Medusa. You got to fire one, push one, and send one down to NXT. Who do you got?
All right, I'm going to push my champion, Kurt Angle.
All right.
I'm going to send Medusa to NXT. And Stone Cold, you're fired.
Wow. Interesting. All right, Mimi. So you gotta, of those three champions, you gotta push one, send one to NXT, and you gotta fire one. So who do you got?
Well, I'm gonna push Medusa.
Everybody's pushing their own.
I'm gonna send Steve Austin to NXT.
Whoa.
And I'm going to fire Kurt Angle.
Wow.
Girl, bye.
All right, so now what I would do, my pick, it's between Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, and Medusa. I would push Steve Austin. I think I would send. Kurt Angle down to NXT, and I'd fire Medusa. I'm sorry just because of what happened when she threw the women's championship in the trash.
Oh no, she didn't.
Yeah, I went there. Now, so that was it. That was pretty fun, quick and simple. So now, before we go any further, there's been a lot on social media with us on the people that we have on these brackets. Now, I want everybody to understand and know that these are our own personal picks. Just because there wasn't a certain superstar that was in it, that doesn't mean that they didn't deserve to be in this bracket either.
Mr. Tony.
What is it, Miguel?
Speaking of brackets, what about my bracket?
You want to do a bracket?
But I have one right here. Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, this bracket is ridiculous. Mr. Rick, seriously? Tony, I'm going to send you the bracket right now. Look at it right now.
Okay. Yeah, looking at it right now. And Miguel, these are all Ryback.
Yes, Ryback is the best. So
you can't have Ryback versus Ryback and then Ryback versus Ryback.
Well, you know what that means then, right?
That he wins?
Ryback wins! Oh my goodness!
Hey, let's put Ryback in on push one. He'd
be the one I fired.
He'd be that fire too. Yep.
Oh my goodness! You guys drinking that haterade again?
So,
Miguel, don't come back.
all right. Well, he's got to work the soundboard. So, bye, Miguel. So now, it is like I said. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We're not saying that you're wrong, but again, like I said, these are just people that I wanted to see in the bracket. These are the women that Mimi wanted to see in her bracket, and these are the guys that Rick's Around the Third wanted to see in their bracket. So now what I'm going to propose is for the fans out there that are listening and want to participate in this bracket, you know what? Create your own bracket, and we'll discuss it on the air. Throw out some matches that you would like to see, and we'll put it in order. It's got to be 32, so we need about 32 of them by next week. And We'll start a brand new bracket, but with the fans. So you guys decide, who do you want to see or who do you want in the bracket? If you want to put up a blank bracket or something, maybe they can copy and paste it or something, and they can put whoever, you know what I'm saying? So that way it gets you guys involved. And then, but you know what? We're going to be the judge.
Yes.
So, and now my thing is, because I don't think Mimi will be here next week, that if we run into a tie and Mimi's not here to break the tie, then what we're going to do is we'll leave it up to you guys, the fans. And the most votes, that person will advance. So that now it's time to put up or shut up is basically what I'm saying.
Exactly. So if I see some crazy pics, be sure I'm going to be making some comments.
Well, these are for the fans, Rick. So we got to be, as professional journalism,
We'll be professional. I will be professionally abusive.
So, all right. So now, it's like I said, the fans, you got it. And if you want to put up more than one person or two people or three people or one match, two match, three match, by all means, go ahead. Because you guys got till next week to get it done. All right. I mean, we don't want you to do the whole bracket, but if you do have a couple matches that, I want to see this will be good in the bracket, by all means, put it in there. If you want to mix it up a little bit, male versus a female, that's fine too. And we'll judge it from there. So, like I said, you guys got till next week. So, sounds good? Sounds good to me. Mm-hmm. All right. So now we're going to go on a commercial break, and then when we come back, we are going to go over Raw. So we'll be right back. Thank you.
Cavalry Contracting is locally owned family business that takes pride in working on a higher standard, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Check us out before you plan your next home or office project. For more information about our services, log on to calvaryservice.com. You can also like us on Facebook at Calvary Contracting. Give us a call at 518-669-6583. That's 518-669-6583. How can we serve you?
Hi fans, this is Adrian Strait, and you're listening to POD Podcast.
All right, now we're back. So straight on to Raw notes. What do you guys think of Raw? All right, well, let's go over it real quick. Jericho comes out upset. Why? Because his list is gone. Now, do you guys think he's going a little bit too far away, carried away with this whole list thing?
They all get carried away. They don't know how to stop when it's good and just enough.
Now, it is a funny thing. There was some funny moments, especially when he bumped into Braun Strowman. And he still put him on the list. But, it was. He was upset because his list is gone. They had scheduled a match that night that it was going to be Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins, triple threat. Again, I mean, this is what, like 4 weeks in a row. It's between them. It's like
it was.
it's getting now. It's just getting ridiculous. Kevin Owens comes out, looks pissed off, and he tells Jericho to forget about the list and to concentrate on their match later on. Stephanie comes out for what, I have no clue. Then Rollins comes out. Obviously, he has the list and cuts a promo talking about this weekend's pay-per-view. Tells Jericho if he wants the list to come and get it. That was just a very poor segment. Period. Didn't like it. I thought it was terrible. They could have, being that this was the go home Raw to Hell in a Cell, they could have done this a whole lot differently. I was just upset, but
it was terrible.
It was terrible. It was very terrible. So I just don't get it. But anyway, so now the other thing that I'm more pissed off about is Anderson versus Enzo. Oh again, destroying the club. That's all they're doing. It's seriously, like what was it? A couple weeks ago, they came out and they looked like they were ready to tear people apart. And then I even said it on the show. I said, that's good. That's what they need. That's what the kind of push they need. And nope, buried them. Sorry. Buried. And
I'm sick of the faces cheating.
Yeah, and that's I was going to get with that. Freaking Big Cass kicks Anderson in the face, and then Enzo wins. I mean, I get it. They're trying to show that. And to me, it made Enzo look weak.
Every week.
You know what I'm saying? But
he is weak.
Well, yeah, but then it's just ridiculous. The winner was freaking Enzo. Now I'm starting to get upset with them
because he could talk the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk.
But not only that, it's the same promo. It's the same thing every day. It's like you see them. It's like audience participation.
You can keep saying that everything is soft. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, Suck It went with everything.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
No matter what, you can say Suck It.
Yep.
That's it. But soft doesn't go with everything.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. You're right. He's right.
Or should it go? That's a soft one. Yeah. Nasty. So now they did a backstage promo with Rusev again. For a go-home Raw, didn't make sense. Them two should have been in the ring, contract signing or something. I don't know.
He should have fought somebody else or something.
Yeah, it should have been, but they didn't. So now New Day comes out. Again, I don't get why they did this match. It was what? It was for the belts, right?
Non-title match.
Oh, it was a non-title match against Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah.
What? It's like I don't understand.
It was corny.
And you know what's the worst part? I did some math, Tony. I did my research.
I'm not good with math, so go ahead.
They announced that they are 50 days away from breaking Demolition's record.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Hell in a Cell is this Sunday.
Yep.
So if they keep the titles, Survivor Series is 23 days away. So that means there's 27 days after Survivor Series to tie the record. Right. Roadblock is the next Raw pay-per-view after that, and that's on December 18th. December 18th is exactly 51 days from now.
Really?
So that means the New Day will break the record if they win this week.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus.
And that means they'll probably lose the titles on December 18th, breaking the record by 1 day.
By 1 day, yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, but why they did this match
Because
when they're gonna do it again this weekend?
because that's what they do. That's what Raw does. That's what Raw always did.
And then to have the outcome with Sheamus and Cesaro winning,
Yeah,
but they still fighting with each other.
exactly. Yeah,
Instead of being like, yo, we just beat the tag champs.
we got a
We
shot.
can actually do this.
Yeah, and start getting along or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and that gotta stop.
It's got to stop. Then they did the, as if Raw couldn't get any more ridiculous. Dana Brooke versus Bailey in an arm wrestling contest.
That was, oh my God.
Other than Dana's wardrobe, I did not like this match at all.
You didn't like Bailey with the Cesaro tape?
No,
No.
no.
She hurt her shoulder. Why did she hurt her shoulder?
Yeah, I don't know. And I think they did that purposely because of this. The whole arm wrestling thing. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But it ended up
But she can
Dana.
still-
What's
She can
that?
still do a Bailey to belly.
Yeah, exactly. But and it ended up Dana attacking Bailey. Is this going to be a match of Hell in the Cell?
Yes, it is.
Well, then look at that. We will give you our predictions later on in the show. Now, this next one, honestly, I was happy about it. It brought Raw back to life a little bit. It was
Yes,
Bo
it did.
Dallas versus Curtis Axel. Nice pop from Curtis Axel. I loved what he said. I loved how he wrestled, but he lost.
Yep.
He lost. They could have at least ended that in like a double DQ or a DQ or a count out or something and had these guys fight on the pre-show this weekend.
No.
It would have been nice. Get rid of that damn sign already. Jesus, man. Now, I heard, and I don't know how much of this is true, but I heard people that were there on Raw, they were saying that security was taking down Curtis Axel signs. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Curtis Axel as a face, it can work. It can work.
Yes.
I think though during this match, and I know I just said that they should be disqualified, but I think with when he did the perfect plex, he should have won it. Mm-hmm. He should have won it. Made it an upset. Then that way, Bo Dallas can be pissed off. He attacks Curtis Axel again, and boom, a war can start. A feud or whatever you want to call it. But they didn't. They made him kick out. I was like, oh, I was bummed.
Only Hogan has ever kicked out of the perfect flex.
Yeah.
And Bo Dallas kicked out of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Exactly. It was. But other than that, I did like the push for Curtis Axel, and I hope it continues.
Let's remember that Curtis Axel was the hometown guy in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he was also shouting Skull, Skull, Skull. So
Yeah.
I did my research.
I was
And
going to ask if you knew what it means.
Skull is a Viking,
A Viking,
battle cry.
yep.
Now it's like a toast to friends. So
Right,
like you're toasting
right.
Somebody,
Yeah.
Skull,
But
Skull.
it's more of a Viking battle cry because of the Minnesota Vikings. So
Yeah. Well, there you go, Tony.
there you go. Yeah. No, but I knew that already.
So there you go, Rick.
There you go, Rick.
Well, I didn't hear what you had to say, Mimi.
I have nothing to say because
yeah.
it was stupid.
No,
It was stupid.
no, it was.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
There you go. So then up next, it was another promo by Roman. Why they do this, I don't know. But
Because
then
they stupid.
But you know what? It went back to everybody booing Roman.
Yep.
He didn't even have to show up. He still got booed. So then up next, it was the Golden Truth with Mark Henry versus the Shining Stars with what's his name, Titus O'Neil. Again, honestly, this was such a waste of a match. I get that it's kind of like an ongoing storyline, I guess. So for them to throw this match out there, it's like, oh, okay. No. Winners was Golden Truth. That was it.
Yep.
That was it. So now we got into the part of Raw that I thought was a little odd. It was Sasha Banks and Charlotte's contract signing. Though I can't praise enough how I love Charlotte's promo when she cuts her promo, how she talks, her as a heel. This is and it's, I'm not knocking Sasha Banks, but she doesn't know how to cut a promo.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't, but she does as a heel though. You know, as a face, it's like she's trying so hard to find the right words. As a heel, it is easier because it's easy to diss somebody. It's easy to gloat about yourself and all this other stuff. But some people don't even know how to do that. And but you got Charlotte, who knows how to do it both ways. Sasha, on the other hand, she knows how to do it as a heel, but not as a baby face. But my question is, why was Mick yelling?
You can't hear. That's my only reason for that.
I know he's got one ear, but dang, he was yelling like he was getting ready to fight.
And he can't remember his lines. At one point, he pulled the mic down and he looked at Charlotte and started talking to her like, I forgot my lines.
Yeah. But I don't understand the yelling part of it.
That yelling is ridiculous. And he did it 2 separate times.
Yeah. And he like, I don't know, the facial expressions between the both of them, it was like, what are we supposed to do here? I thought it was funny, but
you don't know something too. You don't know.
You don't know.
What you're getting yourself into.
But I'm actually looking forward to this match. This promo was crap, but that was it. That was it. I knew nothing was going to happen because Charlotte was in a skirt and high heels. So I knew there was no way they were going to interact or she was going to attack or nothing. They were just going to, I knew there was going to be probably like a special type of promo and then that was it. But I knew there wasn't going to be no altercation. So, and then up next, it was Brian Kendrick versus Rich Swann with TJ Perkins on commentary, but he should have stayed home.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man.
I know.
He's terrible.
He's
terrible.
so bad.
Rich Swann is the best cruiserweight they have. He needs to get the push to the moon.
He is good. I don't know if he needs to get a push to the moon. He dances a little bit too much.
Because can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it?
All right, so now.
Who, me?
Yeah. All right, so actually the winner was Rich Swann. Now, they did this really odd thing in the back where Brian Kendrick was begging or talking with TJ Perkins that he really needs this and that this is his last run.
And to let him win.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, why are you crying? There's no crying in wrestling. Why are you crying? Mm-hmm. That whole thing was ridiculous. And again, TJ Perkins does not need to be talking on the mic. Sorry, dude. Get away from the mic. So then up next, it was actually Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. And guess what? The match, nothing happened.
I don't even think the bell rang.
No, nothing happened. Nothing at all. So that was that. So obviously it might happen on this weekend. So we'll see. So now we got Brock Lesnar. He comes out with Paul Heyman. This was probably the most botched promo I've ever seen Paul Heyman do. But you know what? It wasn't his fault. He was trying to get the people to boo him, but the one mistake that Vince, yes, I said Vince, made was that he had these guys come out in Minnesota where Brock lives. Mm-hmm. Why would you do that if you're trying to push over, what's the guy's name he's fighting? Goldberg. You know, why would you do that if you're trying to push Goldberg as a babyface? And it's like, obviously, that Brock's the heel. So you're going to have Brock come out in Minnesota with his hometown. There is no way. And you know Paul was digging deep to have these people boo them, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. That they cut them off.
I know.
They cut them off. Mm-hmm. Vince, I'm pretty sure, was like, play the music, play the music.
Yeah, Vince, according to people, Vince blew a gasket and was like, these goddamn fans.
Yes.
But
don't blame the fans.
Don't blame them. You did it in his hometown.
Exactly.
Why would you do it in his hometown?
But what Paul Heyman should have done, he should have been like, do you hear this? Do you hear this, Goldberg? I want you to hear this in your head because we know everywhere else we go, they're going to be chanting Goldberg. Yeah. But you hear this? They're chanting for Lesnar. I want this to resonate into your brain. Because
Exactly.
This is the only place you will ever hear it.
Exactly.
But no.
But he couldn't, and I'm pretty sure he was being told to make sure that the crowd boo him, and he couldn't do it. I mean, he did, kind of. He did. But that was it. And it didn't work that they cut him off short.
And you knew that the WWE had spotters. They had 10 guys in the crowd saying, go over.
Yeah. You know they did. That's the funny part. Unbelievable. So then we get to the main event. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, because Jericho did have his list back from Braun Strowman. The match in itself, honestly, because they've done it so many times, I was just like, whatever. That's all it was to me. I was like, whatever.
I did some more investigating.
Alrighty.
When Seth Rollins went to pedigree Kevin Owens, there was no butt grab. But when he went to pedigree Chris Jericho, he did the pornegree again.
Yes, he did.
Did he really? I didn't catch it.
I don't get it.
Do we have to revise this again?
We gotta call up Law and Order or something, man. They gotta make a story out of this.
Send Miguel on the case.
Yeah. Dun.
Miguel, can you investigate this?
Oh yes, Mr. Tony. I already got my people. We're on top of it right now.
Thank you very much. So anyways, the winner ended up being Seth Rollins. He pinned the both of them
with one arm. Oh my god.
I was very impressed. I was like, wow, you're pretty good. Seriously, it's like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
So, but that was Raw. That was Raw in a nutshell for you.
But the ending of Raw was actually a little bit better. I mean, the final part after the match.
Where
Power bomb Seth Rollins on the ring apron.
Yes. So I mean, that could be a tale of this weekend.
I was thinking maybe they take Seth Rollins out of the match and put Chris Jericho in to fight KO.
That would be interesting.
And another thing, they kept saying 3 main events. You know what? Yeah. They did this with CM Punk. Oh, you're in the main event. You're fighting Undertaker. No, the main event is the last match of the night. Is that no 3? Pick one. Which one is the main event?
It's true.
Strike 3. You're out.
All right. That is for. It is time for Rick Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
Welcome back to Rick Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke. Wait, what?
What?
Today's joke is from Emily Monet from Minnesota.
Say what?
What?
Really?
Yahoo! She said because she wanted to make the joke as simple as possible for Mimi to understand. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Today's joke is, what do you call a John Cena match?
What?
A buried alive match.
She's giggling. She's giggling.
You could call it a talk show.
I like that.
She laughed. Did you get it?
She laughed.
Yeah,
Did you get it? She got it. She got it.
Right.
I got it.
She got it.
Stop.
There's no shovels involved, baby. You get it?
No actual shovels involved.
No real shovels. All right.
Very good. Very good.
If you got more wrestling jokes out there, send them on in to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, at Twitter at Wrestling POV, or Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag WPOV jokes.
Yes.
And if you're a fan of indie wrestling in the Tennessee area, make sure you check out Livewire Championship Wrestling, the new era on January 12th, 2017. All seats are $10. You can sit ringside for $10, people.
That's not bad at all.
I mean, it's not. You're gonna get sweat on you. Miguel, you can get sweat on you. Oh my goodness, it's better than Mr. Tony seats.
Hey.
Oh, we still with that? Wow,
Jeez.
Miguel.
My God.
Get over it.
All right.
Wow.
So now it's time for this. It is time for the SmackDown
Breakdown. All right. Very good.
All right. Well, SmackDown opens up with James Ellsworth. He wants to be in Dean Ambrose's corner for the main event, and Dean tells him, "Stay in the back, Jack."
Which where he should have been to begin with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt has a match, people, and he's fighting against Kane in a no DQ match.
Nope. Yeah.
Guys, I blew the whistle because Kane's weave has got to go. It's got to go. The back of his head is exposed, people.
I saw it so many times. It was ridiculous.
Get rid of it, man. He goes.
I just got it.
You just got it? Jesus.
Emily, please send jokes.
We need another one. Please do it.
Kane goes to chokeslam Bray Wyatt through a table, but then the lights go out and Luke Harper appears and he clotheslines the hell out of Kane.
Yeah.
And then as the match.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of creepy stuff going on. So,
Well, it is a Halloween special.
speaking of creepy, as the match slowed down to a death pulse, we had Randy Orton come out, and Randy Orton comes out, and he's about to RKO Bray Wyatt, but he RKO's Kane, and it scares the hell out of Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's like, "What the hell?" And he ends up picking up the win. Now, what does that mean? What are you guys thinking of this?
I think it's just a game, a trick he's gonna do to just think that he's on Bray Wyatt's side. Earlier on or later on the show, he made a comment saying, "You can't beat him, join him." I think it's just a game. They might probably trying to treat this like they did with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm hoping doesn't happen.
I know.
Yeah, because it's not gonna work.
I'm trying to
Sorry.
revive that crap.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. How's that funny?
Because I said crap.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah, could have been. Yep.
Whoa, speaking of funny,
Jesus. Miguel's going off with the sound effects today.
Miguel, stop it now. Okay, Mr. Miguel. Just one more time, okay?
Oh my God.
All right. SmackDown breakdown.
There you
Comedy
go.
Central.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. So AJ Styles is backstage. He says that James Ellsworth looks like an action figure that was put in the microwave. And that if he sees him again, he'll be missing more than his chin.
Oh, jeez.
Shut up.
Becky Lynch.
Wow.
Becky Lynch was in the ring with Renee Young for an interview. She's interrupted really quickly by Alexa Bliss. She kicks Renee out, and I felt like nothing was said. Then they had a sloppy exchange physically. And the best part, Alexa spray paints a yellow stripe down Becky Lynch's back.
Yeah.
Because she's yellow.
Because she's yellow. I thought that was pretty good. I like how they're making her, even though she's another one that's about 4'2", but they're making her look like a badass. So, hey, good for her. Good for her.
I mean, she could beat up Mimi Goody.
She probably could.
Kiss my butt.
She could.
Mimi, you gotta believe in yourself. You can do it.
Well, yeah, I can sit on her because I weigh about 100 pounds more than she does.
There you go. There you go. The sit down, the breakdown, sit down.
Breakdown, sit down.
All right, speaking of sit down, this was a sit down in the toilet moment where the Ascension versus the Hype Bros. The winner will represent Team SmackDown at Survivor Series.
Oh, actually, you know what? I have a little bit of an announcement. Speaking of that,
ahead.
the Headbangers are returning this Tuesday live on SmackDown to try to be a part of the Survivor Series tag team.
All right, so the Headbangers will be losing next week.
Yes, pretty much.
So
So.
the Hype Bros, they They need to stop. I'm sick of Mojo Rawley. I feel bad for Zack Ryder because he's actually the better of the two, but Mojo's getting the push to the moon.
But you know what? I think what that problem is that they both need to be separated.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think Mojo needs to just go by himself. He's better off by himself. I do understand why they're having him as a tag because he's not experienced yet, and they want to make him, And I think with him being in there with a more experienced wrestler like Zack Ryder, that Zack can pretty much tell him, hey, you can't do this, don't say this, don't do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they got him like that. But I think he also needs to just be on his own. Just stay by yourself, dude.
Exactly. Then we had Daniel Bryan backstage with Natalia. What is going on?
The dogs are going nuts.
Guys,
They
I'm
didn't-
getting scared, man.
They didn't like it. They didn't like it.
Freaked out. We had Daniel Bryan backstage with Natalia. Natalia wants to be named team captain.
Yeah.
And he says, well, if you beat Nikki Bella, you'll be the captain. And if you lose, you won't be on the team.
Yep.
Yoo-hoo, baby!
That's what I'm saying. Hello. We had Nikki Bella versus Natalia. Natalia dominated this whole match. And Nikki Bella, like her boyfriend John Cena, comes out of nowhere with a move.
Yeah.
And she copies his move.
She
She's
did
doing
his
STF now.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Nikki Bella worked so hard developing her character,
Yeah.
developing a lot of things. And it makes no sense that now she's going to be a John Cena girlfriend.
Yeah. It's true.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And that's how they that they were talking about it during the commentary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Ridiculous.
that's what they're gonna run with. It's like, oh my God, no, don't stop.
First
Stop
of all,
it.
they got the same chest size. Now they're going to do the same moves.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. And then The Miz comes out with the Spirit Squad, and does the Spirit Squad even practice their chants?
I don't think they do.
Like, it's ridiculous. They can't get it together.
No.
And then Dolph Ziggler comes out. I mean, I thought we were done with this. He comes out, and then Heath and Rhino come out.
Now, I got a big problem with this. And, they got all these tag teams out there, and yet they can't put them in. They put the Spirit Squad in. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
No Usos, no American Alpha.
No.
But we're going to give the Spirit Squad a tag team title match.
I know. When was the last time the Spirit Squad even came out, to wrestle? You're talking years and years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, and the thing of it is that they're so irrelevant. The other two guys doesn't even want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you?
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I'm just so disgusted with that storytelling right now. I mean, you just got the Usos who just turned heel. Why aren't they running with that? Why are they running with the American Alphas?
They
You know
need
what I'm
new
saying?
writers.
It's just like with Raw. Where the hell's Nia Jax been? They got many other talent that they can bring out,
Yep.
and they
Speaking
run into
of
same
Nia
people.
Jax, speaking of Nia Jax, I posted a video on Twitter waiting for Nia Jax, and she liked it.
Really?
You like Nia Jax? Yes. I was like, I'm waiting on Nia Jax, and they got TJP out here, TJ Perkins.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Nia Jax, and she liked it.
Good. Maybe she should start
So she
liking the
knows
damn
she's
show.
better than the cruiserweights.
She is.
Jeez.
She could win the cruiserweight belt herself.
Yeah. She'll beat the crap out of them guys.
Yeah.
And, well, thankfully, Heath and Rhino won because we would never live it down to see Spirit Squad win the titles.
Ugh,
That would be
jeez.
ridiculous.
No.
No, oh my God, I'd be pissed off.
And then we saw Dean Ambrose backstage, and Ellsworth comes up to him again. Please put me in the title. Let me come to your corner, please, please, please. And Dean falls for it. He's like, okay, you can come with me. And the main event, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. I was actually impressed with Dean Ambrose because he pulled out the clover leaf. He tried to do an arm bar. I was like, all right, that's something new. And then he ruined it by doing the slowest lunatic lariat in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
The slowest. dopest one ever.
This thing with him and the ropes, that's got to stop.
It's gotta stop.
You
It's
know,
the worst thing
I've
ever.
been watching wrestling since I was a little toddler. I've never seen anybody in the whole entire wrestling world bounce off the ropes like that. He's the only one that does it like that. I mean, actually, no. The one that comes close, honestly, was Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
But that was because he was 4'2", you know? So he
What's
could,
all with this 442?
because you're standing in front of me. I think you're sitting, but she's giving you a dirty look, Rick. You better watch out.
Wow, why'd you get that Halloween mask from?
Oh man.
You're number one.
So anyway, Rey Mysterio, he only did it because he was short in stature. How about that? Is that good? Okay. But because he was short, Jesus, because he was short in stature, and he always, a lot of times he did bounce off the second row.
Yeah.
Remember? But Dean, it's like he goes through. Why do that? You're not getting any leverage. It's ridiculous. Anyway, go ahead, Rick.
So,
It is.
at one point, AJ kicks Ellsworth outside,
Mm-hmm.
and Ellsworth gets so mad, his chin fell somewhere, and he hits him with the no chin music.
Yeah.
And Dean Ambrose gets disqualified.
Now, let me ask you something. And I know David Otunga is being fed to say these things. Yeah, granted, they are funny, but I think those comments should be coming from JBL, not David Otunga. David Otunga is supposed to be like the baby face. Morrow is supposed to be like the neutralizer between the two. And JBL is supposed to be the heel. Saying no chin music, though hysterically funny, it should it should come off of JBL, not David Otunga. It didn't sound right that David Otunga said that. Oh my God, he kicked him with the no chin music. It's like, wait, what? Ew, no,
Yeah.
no, it didn't sound right. So
Stop.
it. So
Oh, man. So that's the end of SmackDown.
All right.
So, right now, Raw is ahead 7-6.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, Raw versus SmackDown, who you got this week?
I hated both.
Yep.
I hated both.
Me 3.
I think what did it for me as far you know what, I honestly I don't know between the two. I don't know which one was worse. Jesus, I'm trying to think too, if there was anything that stood out. Really, nothing stood out. The cruiserweight match was good. Promos were terrible. The storylines didn't match up in SmackDown. I think I'll just go with Raw, I guess. I mean, I think what turned me off the most about SmackDown was just that, and it's nothing against the guy, so I don't want people thinking, oh, why are you hating on him? No, I'm not hating on him. It's just he doesn't need to be in this title picture as James Ellsworth. Why was he involved? Why? Because he screwed over Dean Ambrose? That's why you put him in there? No, it's just ridiculous. It's enough. Enough with James Ellsworth. I'm done. And I know everybody's, well, what would you do if you was? Yeah, I'd do it too. but I would say to myself, I'm gonna ride away as long as I can. But people are gonna hate, and I'm hating. So no, I go with Raw. What do you think? Made sense? Jeez. All right, Rick, what do you think? I'm going with Raw, I guess.
For me, I agree with you. There's just nothing good. Like SmackDown, the matches were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
The commentary obviously was horrible. There was nothing good about SmackDown, and I'm telling you, the more I see Daniel Bryan, the more angry I get. So unfortunately,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
gonna have to pick Raw.
Yeah.
That's it, Raw.
Yep.
Yeah,
Raw.
you agree
Raw.
with that too,
The
man?
fact that, Nikki Bella, they came out with the certain commentaries of, she's a woman wrestler. She's not just John Cena's girlfriend.
Right.
And they're again, they knocking down these women wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's, for me, that's huge.
I get what you're saying.
And
I agree.
it was very disappointing. I was not thrilled at all with both of them. And I'm going to go with you guys with Raw.
All right.
So Raw is now up 8-6.
8-6.
SmackDown.
Wow. Yeah, got to
You're
pick it
about
up.
to have a breakdown.
Yeah. All right, so now let's get some. Oh, excuse me. Let's get some predictions for Hell in a Cell. What matches are there, Rick?
All right, so the pre-show, we got Cedric Alexander, Lindsay Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Arya Daivari.
I'm gonna go with Tony Nese and the other guys. Oh, too many names, man. All right, Mimi, who you got? Who you picking?
I'm gonna go with the Sin Cara guys.
All right, Rick, what do you got?
And I agree. I think Cedric Alexander and Lindsay Dorado themselves are amazing.
Yeah.
And adding Sin Cara just makes it a little bit better. So those guys.
All right, well, all righty then. All
Then
right,
we got
next match.
Bayley versus Dana Brooke.
I doubt that this is the push that they're gonna give Dana, so I'm gonna give it
Bayley.
Bayley, yeah. Rick.
It has to be Bayley. I mean, if you look at it, after Charlotte versus Sasha, that has to be done. So it has to be Bayley, right?
Yeah, you're right. All right, next matchup.
We got TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I'm hoping that the Vince and all them guys see what I see in TJ Perkins, which is that he cannot cut a promo, he cannot talk on a mic to save his life. That dabbing stuff is so ridiculous, and it needs to stop. I'm going with the new Cruiserweight champion, Brian Kendrick. Who you going for, Rick?
And I absolutely agree, Brian Kendrick.
There you go. All right, Mimi, who you get?
Brian Kendrick.
All right. Next matchup.
We got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo and Cass.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it's obvious, right? It has to be obvious.
It has
that
to be the club.
It has to be.
Gallows and Anderson, right?
Yep.
All right. Next one.
The New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
You know, the thing is, as much as I don't want to see Sheamus and Cesaro win these belts, I think I want them to win. I'm rooting for them to win. I want them to win because I'm tired of New Day. So my pick, Sheamus and Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Sheamus and Cesaro. All right, who you got, Rick?
I'm going to have to go with the New Day.
Ugh.
They're going to break the record.
Ew.
Well,
No.
I know
way.
that's their goal, but I have to agree with Tony on this one, Rick. Sorry. Sheamus and Cesaro can actually be a killer tag team champ.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
New Day doesn't do it for me anymore.
Yeah, I agree. All right, who you got? Next matchup.
The next matchup, one of the three main events. Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the United States Championship inside Hell.
You know, I'm going to tell you, that's going to be a really good matchup. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to be a really good matchup, and I think having it in a Hell in a Cell, it is going to be good. The winner, though, Roman's going to retain the belt. My pick. Mimi, who you got?
For Roman, of course.
Roman Reigns. Rick, you don't agree?
Absolutely not. It has to be Rusev Cross.
All right, so next matchup.
All right. Then we have Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell.
Honestly, I don't think they're going to give it to Seth Rollins just yet. So I'm going for Kevin Owens. I think this is going to, and what's sad though is that this feud is going to go all the way to Survivor Series. So Kevin Owens retains. Sorry. Mimi.
Wow. I want Kevin Owens to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling that there's going to be interference somewhere.
From Jericho?
Yes,
Yeah,
somewhere,
could be.
somehow.
Could be.
And he's going to do a faux pas. And
A faux pas?
yeah,
That's a big word.
I know.
Wow.
And unfortunately, Rollins is going to win.
Oh, no.
I I don't want him to win, but you know what I mean. This is my
No,
prediction. That's what I'm predicting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
No
It's
need to be.
wrong, but all right.
No need to be hot about it.
No, because he's like, oh my god.
I believe
Who?
Kevin Owens will retain, and we'll finally see Triple H return
Oh boy,
and screw Seth Rollins over.
that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
We haven't seen him in a while.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
what I think should be the main event: Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship inside Hell in a Cell.
I agree. It should be the main event, and I hope it is the main event. The very last match for, if you want to be technical. I think there's going to be some interference in that match. I think Dana Brooke is going to try to interfere somehow, some way. She's going to get in the cage, I think. But this was a difficult one for me to decide. I think there is going to be some kind of interference, though, and I think Sasha's just going to overcome it. As much as I want to see Charlotte have that title, you don't want to see too much back and forth with that title, too. I don't know how that story's going to play as far as Bayley goes or even Nia Jax goes, and maybe that's the reason why we haven't seen her in a while. She could be one of the ones to try to interfere or maybe attack Sasha after the match, but I think Sasha's going to retain the title. Sasha Banks. Mimi.
I think that Sasha Banks is going to retain the title due to the fact that she had like, what is it, the 45-minute match with Bayley.
Right.
You know what I mean? She can be a killer in the ring. I don't think that Charlotte has the stamina
Really?
to sustain all the bumps and bruises.
I think she does. I beg to differ.
I beg, guess you will find out.
Yeah, we will, sister. Jesus. All right, Rick.
Well, Ric Flair said that Charlotte is going to pull something out that we've never seen before.
Oh, boy.
Also, have you noticed that they've been calling Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, that was
Charlotte?
that's one of the things that they said they wanted to change was Charlotte was to call her by her full name, Charlotte Flair. So, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this is going to be a one-on-one match. I don't think there's going to be any interference. I think they're going to tear the house down.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick who's going to win, but I predict Sasha's going to retain. So she'll probably keep it until WrestleMania, I think.
Huh?
So I'm going with Sasha.
Wow, you really think Sasha's going to hold the belt for that long?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Interesting.
So there you have it. That is our Hell in a Cell predictions. We'll wait and see, and then we'll cover it next week. Interesting. So, all right, so let's bring in Miguel Cole.
Wait.
He's mad still.
Miguel. No, he was just doing the sound. Miguel. Oh, hey, Mr. Rick. I'm sorry I'm late. Did I miss the show?
Yeah.
No. Where were you? Were just here. No, I wasn't here. I was at the movies just now. Wait.
Movies?
What? Who was doing the soundboard this whole time? All right, I'm freaked out right now. Miguel, are you serious? Were you at the movies this whole time? Yes, Mr. Rick. Look at my ticket stub. Guys, he was at the movies this whole time. So who's...
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
I just who
That's weird.
who went to the bathroom and didn't flush the toilet? I just flushed the toilet.
That is weird.
Oh my
Miguel,
God.
what were you doing?
That was really, really weird.
All right. What is going on, man?
I have no idea.
Ah, the lights are off.
All right.
This is not funny. What's going on?
I don't know, but you want to, let's see. Does Miguel know what's going on?
Okay. I seen this one time at my sister's quinceañera. It's something with the spirits. Okay. What we gotta do right now? We gotta say Ryback rules 3 times. Just quick. I'm telling you guys. Just do it really quick. Say Ryback rules.
Yeah.
Only one spoken to.
Whoa.
Hurry up, guys. You have to say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Ryback rules.
Go ahead, Miguel. Say it. Get rid of these.
Ryback rules. You have to say it. Everybody has to say it.
But Ryback doesn't rule.
But Mr. Tony Oh, I'm telling you, the spirit is gonna get us. You have to say it. Say it, Mr. Tony.
I can't because Ryback doesn't rule.
Just say Ryback doesn't rule.
Ryback doesn't rule. There.
No, you're making him angry. Mr. Tony, say it. Say it, Mr. Tony.
Just say it.
Just, whoa.
You have my curiosity. You have my attention.
All right.
might have
Ryback rules 3 times. There we go.
All right, Ryback rules. Okay, Mimi, you have to say it.
Ay, Ryback, no.
Yeah.
No.
You have to
Ryback
say it, Mimi.
rules.
Oh my goodness, he's gone.
Did it work?
No.
You set that all up so we can say Ryback rules, didn't you? Oh, me? Well, you heard it here first. The Wrestling POV podcast crew thinks Ryback rules.
Oh,
And
boy.
I will be playing this audio over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so this week we have NXT with MC on YouTube. Check it out. Search Wrestling POV podcast.
There
And
you
happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, everybody. That concludes that concludes the end of our show. Don't forget the bracket next week, a brand new bracket. This is a fans fantasy bracket. So everybody submit your picks on our Facebook page, on Twitter, or on Instagram at Wrestling POV. And even if you just want to throw out a wrestler's name, or if you want to say, you know what, how about this match and this match, this person versus this person, however you want to do it. Rick Serrano will keep monitoring it. Once we have 32 people, 32 wrestlers, we have to stop. We're only going to do only up to 32. So that is it for the show today. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
and our intern.
Miguel Cole. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
Love, peace, and hair grease. We will see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody.